Joined by head coach Stephanie Flamini from Guilford College women's basketball. They were picking a tie for 5th in this year's ODAC preseason poll. Coach, last season, coming back and winning an ODAC title in the ODAC championship game for the last 2 years. You've been in the ODAC championship game for 5 of the last 6 seasons. Talk a little bit about last year's team and really just your program in general, about how you've been able to build that sort of success and make it to the NCAA tournament each of the past 2 years. Just all the success you've had with this program.
Just been real lucky to have a lot of great student athletes, and lucky to get them, and made some connections around the Greensboro area to help me get those players, and then them coming in and doing a great job. So it's helpful to have, you start getting players that are good, and then they start to feed into bringing more players into the program and helping us go after kids of that level.
Now this year coming in, lots of change from the past several years. You graduated 4 of your 5 seniors who are gone from your squad, a couple all-conference players. But you do have one back in Lauren Ramsey, who's been an all-conference player each of the past 2 years. Talk a little about what you see from your squad this year and how you're going to be able to replace that sort of production.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. No doubt, it's going to be real hard. But, it's going to take time. I feel like it's going to be something we're going to have to grow into a little bit with all the young people. But it's going to make Lauren, Essence, and Miracle really step up in their leadership roles. And that's, I think, a good thing. I've already seen the leadership in Essence, because Lauren's been sitting out for a few weeks with a small injury that she will hopefully be over very shortly. But it's made people step into roles that they might not have been ready to step into, but they've absolutely embraced it. And so we've gotten to see a side of everyone that we didn't see before with all the seniors last year. That has been really good to see. I mean, they're going to be great leaders, I think. And they're going to have to really bring along the new kids, because obviously the 3 of them are used to winning, or at least Essence and Lauren have been used to winning. So, Miracle had 1 year of it, and so they're going to have to take that experience and really start to grow it with the younger kids and help them understand, I guess, partly also the, the reputation of trying to be good. You have to keep that up. And we don't want them to get overwhelmed with that. We know it's going to be a day-by-day thing, but there is a sort of expectation of winning now, and they have to take that on. Those freshmen are going to have to really take that on and go after that.
Who do you think so far, when you're looking at things in early practice, or maybe it's just a group of people that are ready to take that next step, or you think are at least going to have an opportunity to show that early in the season and put their first foot forward for you?
As far as freshmen?
Yes.
Yeah. Any 9 of them could do that. Actually, we're just going to have to kind of play it out and see who actually takes that step. I'm not really sure, because they're all kind of learning, and there are a few that are starting to rise up above. But it's really going to be determined once we start playing, because we're playing against each other right now, and it's hard to really see much. So we'll start these scrimmages, and then we'll start to see people step up and see who those freshmen are going to be.
When we take a look at the league right now, lots of parity in the league this year. I think there's 10 all-conference players back, but that also means there's 8 that aren't returning. So there's some room there for some people to join on those teams. And there's several other players that graduated that might not have been all-conference level, but certainly important to their programs. Talk a little bit about what you see from the league this season and how you think it might shape up toward the end of the year.
Yeah, I think that the teams that were picked at the top there are probably going to get off to a good start, because they have everybody back. And then I think once you get to end of January, you'll start to see some of the younger teams starting to get that experience and turning the corner. And then I think it's going to start getting a little more competitive there going into the final month of the season and into the tournament. So, but I think it's going to be, as always, a challenge, and everyone will be able to beat, I think, almost anyone any given night. So,
well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining me today. Good luck this
season. Thanks, JJ.